breathless prose. How dare you? How could the State Board of Education, even consider something like this? Well, the answer is that we have a process, and whatever gets submitted to us, we consider it. We don't have the option to not consider it. We just don't arbitrarily do that. If any of you submitted a book, we would consider it. And there would be some people like it and some people don't. But that's how the process goes. And that's not, by the way, that's not the first time we've had that, that indignant, comment made to us. How could you? Well, because that's the process. I'm also getting a lot of emails that say, well, vote them all down. Well, and by the way, none of those emails have suggested an alternative. Well, what would you suggest? Because the fact of the matter is that, we have a process here that's very open and transparent. Every single text, every piece of instructional material, every jot and tittle, if I can use some King James English, is available to the public. If you want to sit up in front of your computer screen in your pajamas eating Cheetos at 1 o'clock in the morning and look at a textbook that we're looking at, you can do it. Completely accessible. I will tell you, the law does not require a local school district to have a transparent process. Not required. They can. Local citizens should request that, but they're not required to do that. My issue is that if we adopt nothing, is that the school districts are going to buy something, and through what process? Will the citizens have access to that process? Well, in some cases they will. Now, the whole sex education piece, that's not a different animal, because that's not what we're doing here. That's not what this proclamation, it is not sex education. And so a local school district will purchase health education materials, which, by the way, is inclusive of a lot of material besides sex education. And I know that has just sucked all the oxygen out of the room. But a local school health advisory council will make a recommendation related to sex education, and the local school board of trustees, the board of trustees will act upon that. I will tell you that the governor's office is very concerned about us adopting nothing and then just leaving school districts to just find their own way. I do have some concerns, but sometimes in these processes, we don't get to have everything we want. Sometimes you have to make the best decision. It may not be ideal, but I think it was Benjamin Franklin that said that politics is the art of the possible. And so, in spite of the concerns, I think the prudent course of action, in spite of the clamors, is that to approve something, to give school districts something to work with, rather than nothing. Thank you.